So, tools needed for Winjet fog lights. So you're going to need some kind of knife, some cardboard, and some kind of thin piece of plastic, 10 mil, and a Phillips screwdriver and a flathead screwdriver. So, what you're going to do, and it's the same on both sides, I'm going to pop this off right here. And so that's where you need some kind of thin piece of plastic. So this is just a tool I have. And then what I did is you would put some cardboard there so you don't, scratch up your bumper, unless you don't care, but you put cardboard there, and then the thin piece of plastic, just kind of pry it off. And then the fog light kit will come with some new bezels. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this off. So this one, for me, it was just zip tied on. So that's where a knife comes in. You just cut those. And then whoever put these on, put some screws in there. So to get easy access to the back here, there are these 3 pop screws that take a Phillips. So 1, 2, 3, and then there's gonna be two pop screws that look like this. It's gonna go right here, 1, and then 1, 2, those pop screws, and then lastly, just a 10 mil right here. You unscrew it, and that right there. Once you get those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things off, you'll be able to get easy access to inside here, in which case now you can begin installing this thing. And I suggest just using the zip ties. That's probably the easiest thing. Zip ties there, zip tie there. And I'll show you on the other side. This is the old one. All right, so you can see how dirty it is. I haven't put the new ones in yet. Here you can see the new one, nice and clean. I'll show you how I did it back here. So you can see the 2 zip ties. See the 2 zip ties right there? And on the other side, it's like a slot. So you slide it in that way. So it's like this. So you have the light when you're putting it in there, you slide it into the little slots and then push it up against those 2 holes where you see the zip ties, and then just zip tie it. That's gonna be the easiest thing, rather than trying to use whatever these things that they came with. They don't really work that well. So highly recommend. That's all it takes, just on the outside, 1, 2. And then it's gonna be the same thing on the other side. And so that's how to physically install the fog lights themselves. And then as for the wiring, there are plenty of videos on that, but I just wanted to give some helpful tips on what you actually need to do to physically install the lights, because some people have, different ways. I find the easiest way is to just zip tie, and that's where you just kind of slot it in. So yeah. So again, just 1, 2, 3. That's these, and then two little pop screws underneath. 1 and 2, and then a 10 mil down there. And then you're also going to want to turn your wheel. So if you're working on this side, you're going to want to turn your wheel inside so you can have more space to move this and get your hands in there. And on the other side, you want to turn your wheel the other way. And that's the easiest way to install the actual lights and bezels themselves. And there you have it.